I think the heart rate sensor is the most important factor. On this video, I'm going to talk about my opinion, my experience, how accurate it is. I actually went out there and I compared it with the other smartwatches, the Gear Fit 2, the Galaxy Watch, the Galaxy Watch Active, and see if there was anything different. Let's go check it out. Welcome back to your channel, and if you're new, consider subscribing. We're always making videos about the Galaxy watches and the Galaxy phones. After using the Gear Fit for a couple of weeks now to track my sleep, use it throughout the day, use it at the gym, honestly, I do feel that it's pretty accurate when it comes to the heart rate sensor. It may not be the most accurate device that is out there, but overall, in my opinion, I think it's good enough. I tested the heart rate sensor with the Galaxy Fit while I was resting, and I compared it to the other smartwatches, smart trackers that I have, and I was very impressed by how accurate it was. But I do have to admit, sometimes I was getting some crazy numbers, which I don't know where it was coming from, but overall, eventually it was coming down to an average ppm compared to the other smartwatches while I was resting. I did the same test as I was active walking around, and same experience. I didn't experience a bigger issue or something that really stood out. Overall, the Gear Fit was pretty accurate. And sometimes I did notice that at the beginning I may get a higher number, and then eventually it will go down to where it needed to be as it was marking with the other smartwatches. The biggest improvement that I noticed was while I was working out. While I was working out, I noticed that the sweat never got on the way. I never got a misread. I never got any error saying that the heart rate was not able to be read. Something that I got before with the Galaxy Watch a lot of times. Overall, again, it was a similar reading as I got with the other smartwatches, but here I did notice the biggest difference. When I was getting a pretty high heart rate, I will notice that the other watches were giving me a lower reading. And then all of a sudden the Gear Fit will just go from, for example, if it will go from 120, it will just jump down to 90 or 85. And I don't know if there's maybe some improvements that needs to be done to the software. I don't know if there's like an algorithm that is taking an average and it doesn't really take the reading exactly as it goes. I know many of you guys have mentioned that it's not going to be as accurate as the Fitbit. Probably the Fitbit is going to do better. I can't really speak much about it. All I can say is that I have read some reviews, and some of you guys have mentioned in the comments that you feel that the Fitbit is more accurate when it comes to reading the heart rate. What I can tell you is that after using Galaxy watches for a couple of years now and just using it to track my heart rate through the gym, working out, when I'm at home, while I'm sleeping, I can tell you that overall, this is probably going to be the best sensors that I have noticed so far. I did mention some crazy numbers that I'm getting sometimes where it goes from 120 to 80, but I think that's just going to be a software glitch, and I don't experience that all the time. I think the sensors on this one, since it's pretty small, it is giving a good reading. I don't get errors. We have to keep in mind that Samsung is trying to start to compete with other trackers like the Fitbit, and they have some improvement that they have to make. If you are a Samsung fan, if you love Samsung devices, if you gotta have that Samsung atmosphere, then the Galaxy Fit is probably the one you want to go with. If you really don't care so much for the Samsung brand, maybe you want to go check out other brands like Fitbit. I know a lot of people, that's the most common one that a lot of people have mentioned. And another very important thing I want to mention is that a couple of you guys have already mentioned that you got the Galaxy Fit and you're trying to use it with your iPhone with iOS, which you have to install a different app. And you have mentioned that it is not compatible or it's not working. It is supposed to be compatible, it's supposed to work with iOS, but it seems like right now there seems to be some issues, so keep that in mind. If you got one and you got it to work with iOS, make sure you let me know in the comment section below, or if you try it out and it didn't work, also let us know. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated. I hope to make a video soon. I'm trying to get a hold of an iPhone so I can test it out and make a video about it. But just a quick update on the heart rate sensor. Let me know in the comment section below what do you want to see, any other questions that you may have. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next one.